Alright guys, Miregoji here, and today I wanted to change it up a bit and do a bit of a Godzilla suit and design tier list. So these are obviously just going to be the basics. S tier, the best designs. F tier, the worst designs. And I think you guys already can make up what I'm going to say for these. So the first one is going to be obviously Miregoji. So this one, easily the best design. Dorsal plates are beautiful. Beautiful cat face. Great claws. Oh, yeah, he's a bit small. He's 50 meters, but it's the classic Godzilla height. So yeah, he's easily gonna get S tier if you can't say otherwise. This is objectively the best Godzilla design we've ever had. So yep, Godzilla 2000 S tier. You guys already know I'm just gonna put Miregoji's S tier. All right, so next we got the classic 1954 design, which I'm also gonna put I'm gonna get a lot of trouble for that. All right, I'm also putting it in the S tier. So the classic design also goes in the S tier for major obvious reasons, because of the atomic symbolism, because of the atomic symbolism. The design looks great overall. The head looks good. It's not too big. It's not too small. The dorsal plates are great. The classic ones, obviously. You can't really complain about the classic design because it's the classic one. But overall, this design's pretty good, and it deserves the S tier. So the next one I want to start out with is let's see. Let's make this interesting. Let's change it up. Let's start with the 1998 Godzilla. So this design, it's not bad, but it's just like, it doesn't look like Godzilla 100%, but you could say it's Godzilla. So it's gonna go in the C tier. A lot of people would say it would go in like the, what's it called? It would go in the F tier, but honestly, it should go in the C tier, because it's Godzilla, but it just looks a bit odd. But I'd still give it a good rating. Alright, so for the next design I want to talk about, we're going to talk about the Charles Barkley versus Godzilla design from the commercial. So this design, honestly, it's just a simple one for a commercial. He comes with accessories. He comes with the sunglasses. So honestly, I think this design's pretty good. And the one problem I have with this one is that he has a bit of a snarl, like right there. So he looks a bit funny at times in the commercial. So I'd give him a bit of a lower rating. But overall, I think it's generally a good design. Reminds me of the '84 design. But honestly, it's not my favorite, so I'll put it in the B tier. So next we're going to talk about I think this is Goji design. So the 1989 design, honestly, looks pretty good. I think it appeared in 2 movies. I think it appeared in Versus Ghidorah as well. And this one's also pretty good. He's a bit chunky, like here and there, but like I don't discriminate. So this is the '84 design. So I'm blind, but the '84 design is honestly one of my favorites. I'm kind of upset that I mistaken it for the '89 design, but overall this one's really good. I love this one a lot. Hold on, let me fix that. Well, like generally this one's a bit chunky too, but like I said, I don't discriminate. He's got a bit of a long neck too, but I don't discriminate. And the face design looks great. Some of the puppets and the animatronic scenes, like he looks a bit funny, but like just in general, I really like this design, so I'm gonna put in the S tier. And so next we're gonna talk about the Hanna-Barbera design from one of the cartoons. I think it was the Hanna-Barbera series, and honestly, I think this one's pretty good. It's a bit different and unique. He looks more of like dinosaur. He looks more of like a dinosaur in this one, and I like it. But I haven't seen the series yet, so like I can't really say anything right now. But just in general, I think I'd give him a good A tier. Okay, so the next design we're going to talk about is the 55 design. I forgot what it's called, but it's kind of similar to the Goji design. So they kind of tweaked it a bit, but honestly, it doesn't look that different. But it's a decent design. So it's not decent. I think it's a great design. But other than that, like in the movie appearances, it generally looks really good. So I'm gonna give it an A tier. So the next one we're gonna talk about is the this is the Goji design. This one's also one of my favorites. And This one by NECA, like they kind of made it look bad, but in general, I like this one. He has a bit of a flappy mouth in the movie, which I kind of find a bit funny, and it honestly makes the suit and design a bit better. So overall, this one also goes in the A tier. So the next one we'll talk about is Scrap 1994 American Godzilla Design, and honestly, I think this one, it doesn't look the greatest, but it's better than, I think it's better than 1998 design. So I'm gonna put it in the B tier because it looks a bit more like Godzilla, kind of like the Godzilla we got in the Monsterverse, just a little bit, but it doesn't look as bad as the 1998 design. So it's gonna go in the B tier. The next design we're gonna talk about is the Godzilla 1998 animated series. I don't think it was in 1998, but that's what I'm just gonna call it. So this one also goes into C tier because it's practically the same, but it does look a bit better, so we're gonna put it higher in the C tier. This is gonna be the C plus tier. So this one, honestly, it looks better than like how it did in the CGI version, but overall it's practically the same thing, so it's still gonna be in the C tier for me. So the next design we're gonna talk about is the beautiful Snickers commercial design from 2014. Honestly, this one's godlike. You can't complain about this one. He can ski, he can get all the girls, he can do everything. He can do everything you can't. Like, honestly, this one goes in this S tier. You can't say otherwise, alright? Next design we're going to talk about is the 1995 Burning Godzilla. And this one goes in the A tier for me, because personally I like this one a lot. It's generally still a really good design, and I really like it. Like I like how the details of how like he gets a little veiny with the what is it, like the fire, or like the radiation flowing through him. I like all those details and everything. I like the spiral ray that he gets as well, even though he does get it in past movies, but in this movie it looked a lot better. So overall, it's gonna be a tier design for me. So next we're going to talk about the 1955 Godzilla design from Raids Again. And this one's going to go in the D tier for me, because honestly, I don't like this one at all. The teeth look funny, like his teeth are like poking outwards, and like the mouth in general just looks weird. So just in general, I don't like this one. So let's go in D tier. Alright, next design I want to talk about is the final Goji design. This one is also one of my personal favorites, and I think is easily one of the best designs. Cause like objectively, like this one's really good. He's one of the strongest as well, and he's also got those great little cat ears. So honestly, I think this one's easily one of the best ones. Like, he's not too big, not too small. He's like, this one's like the ripped Godzilla. This is like the Chad Godzilla, because he looks jacked in the movie. So easily, this one's S tier for me. Alright, so the next one we're going to talk about is the disgraceful 1968 design. I'm going to put this in the F tier because it looks like a frog, and I just generally don't like it. I can't like find any reason to like this design at all. It just looks funny to me, and I just don't like it. So the next one we're going to talk about is I think this is I don't know. I think this is Bio Goji. I think this one's actually Bio Goji. I just can't tell because a lot of the Heisei ones look exactly the same. So I think this one is, honestly, it's gonna be a B tier. It's like the design's a bit. It doesn't look bad. Don't get me wrong, but it's not one of my favorites. I personally like the more sharper looks, and this one's a bit more like smoother, a lot more like dinosaur-esque looking. So I'd put it in the B tier. So this one, the next one we'll talk about is Gito Goji. I think it's Gito Goji by the way his neck looks. And this one's gonna go also in the B tier because a lot of the Heisei designs I think are pretty average, and I just generally don't like. I generally don't like the Heisei appearances and like how they generally look. And then like also this one's thighs are a bit too big as well for his body, but it's not bad. So I'm just gonna put in the B tier just to keep it simple. Oh, and also I think this one was the one that appeared in Space Godzilla. I think I'm bad with the Heisei era, alright? Alright, so this one, oh my gosh, which one's Gito Goji, man? I think this one's Gito Goji. I'm putting them all here, alright? All the Heisei designs are pretty decent, average to me. I can't tell the difference, I'm telling you. So like, yeah, generally all the Heisei ones are pretty decent with me. Alright, so next we're going to talk about the Kiryu Goji. This one's also really good. I'm going to put this here. Let me reorganize some of this real quick. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so Kiryu Goji is also like close with Miregoji, but I like Miregoji more. But Kiryu Goji is also a really nice design, and generally it looks really good. With the spot in his chest, it still looks fine with me. And generally, yeah, the dorsal plates look like Miregoji's, and it looks great overall. I like the sharper design on it, so yeah, easily A tier. Alright, so now we're going to talk about King Goji, and this one is going to go in the A tier, right next to Kiryu Goji, if it lets me. There we go. So this one I like a lot, especially since like I think it took some Miregoji design took some inspiration from King Goji, and I generally like this one. I like how he claps his hands like with the little clicking noise, and like overall I really like this design. Yeah, it's easily gonna go in the A tier for me. Alright, so we're going to talk about the Monsterverse 2014 design, which is going to go in the A tier for me, because it gave a really unique like take on Godzilla. It was kind of like the 1998 design, but better, and it gave it had that dinosaur design, but it improved it, and it gave it some better dorsal plates as well. So generally, this one's S tier for me because I generally like this one. And since we're on the topic of the Monsterverse, the 2019 one is going to go in the A tier because like this one is also really good, but I just don't like that they went back to the Showa era ones. I'm not complaining, but like it's just that like how do I put it? Like I like the more unique take on it. So now we're going to talk about the Gmk Godzilla design, which is going to go in the S tier, right behind the 84 design. Actually no, in front of the 84 design, because Gmk design was honestly another one of my favorites. It put another unique take on Godzilla, and it's also really good, and also has a symbolism to it. So overall, yeah, S tier. And Shin Godzilla is gonna go right next to Miregoji because this one's really good. I really love this design. Another unique take. Yeah, when it comes to all the different evolutions of the Shin Godzilla design, generally, like, I really love it, and I like the take on the evolutions and, like, how they look different. And just, like, how more evil and scary he looks in this movie, in Shin Godzilla. So, generally, it's going to go in the S tier, because this is also another one of my favorite designs. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the 1974-75 Godzilla design from the Mecha Godzilla series. And this one is also one of my personal favorites, but it's not as good as the ones in the A tier. So I'm going to put it in the high B tier, because honestly, I like it. It's pretty good. But like there's other suits and designs that look way better than it. So it's going to go with the B tier. It's not bad, but it could have been a little bit better. Last but not least, we're going to talk about the Godzilla Earth design. And this one's going to go into D tier. Because I, for one, am not a big fan of this design. It looks alright. Like, it's not bad. But I'm just not a big fan of it. I like the take they put on it, but it's just not enough to convince me to like it. I don't like how he looks. He looks like an old man. Like all the wrinkles all around his neck and body. It's like, it's just, it's just not that appealing as the other ones. So yeah, this one's easily going in the D tier. It's just not one of the best ones. Alright, so I think some of these are duplicates, and some of them are the baby Godzillas and the cameos and stuff in the comics. And I can't really fully judge these, and like, yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at what we have right here. So overall, this is my Godzilla suit and / design tier list. Yeah, so we got the classics, the Shin Godzilla, the Shin Godzilla, the 54 Godzilla, and the Miregoji Godzilla as my top 3. Because honestly, they all have unique takes on the design, and they all look fantastic. Like, I can't say anything else other than like admire like how great these look. So overall, yeah, this is my tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Like, did I misplace some of these? Am I dumb for misplacing some of these? Like, what do you guys think about my tier list? So comment down below, and yeah, I'll have some other videos out within the next week or two, and yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.